Hello everyone. Do you see a cat? Look at it! Look at the key! So, you know, I figure while my computer is gone, I could at least use Papa's iPad to do another commentary for you guys. So, I'm also going to be trying a couple things differently. Look, I'm going and doing... Look, you're seeing my house. Oh, look, John Williams is on the TV. It's the People's House from Lincoln. John Williams is God, by the way. Never deny that. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut him off. Cut off. There we go. So, on G with another commentary. Hey, so, food, and food. Let's do this. Round 3 of DC vs. Marvel. Here we go. Director commentary. Loading, 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 loading. In the Atlantic Ocean, Black Panther summons his son Galderon to deal with a small incident in Atlantis. Not an incident, it's just he wants a little something. At the White House, Luthor and Vandal Savage decide that it is time to create their own little team. And Slade decides it's time to start their war. I'm sorry, I don't have like a proper thing to do these things with. Maybe that'll work. In the meantime, that was a light. So we start off with Cinderblock versus Juggernaut. Mystique is freeing the Juggernaut for Magneto's purposes, where they are putting a team together. I have no idea if this captures my food. There we go. So he frees her, or she frees him, but at the same time, Cinderblock is freeing Plasmus for Slade. Juggernaut and Cinderblock both assume that the other is a powerhouse that is trying to keep them out of prison. But in the end, after a huge fight, they decide, we'll work together and free the prisoners. Music so far. You have heard the Lonesome Manor from Epic Mickey during the prologue, and you are currently hearing Storm from Cirque du Soleil's car. Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful! Grape. Oh. Yeah, basically this is going to be the first thing that I'm posting when I get my computer back, right? Which took an extra week compared to when it was supposed to be clean, but you know, life just works that way, you know? But I can promise you that as soon as this is done downloading, I will have begun work on round 4. Lift the cups out of the way. And who happens to still be alive but Dr. Polaris, as I sneakily use his Earth 3 footage from that one episode from Batman the Brave and the Bold, where he has the Magneto he dons his... No. In Earth 3, that's basically where the heroes are good and the villains... or the heroes are bad and the villains are good. So, like, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman would be bad guys, and then Lex Luthor, Joker, and, like, Gorilla Grodd would be good guys. So, in Batman the Brave and the Bold, they have a Dr. Polaris character, and he's supposed to be donning the colors of Red Tornado, but due to his magnetic powers, they basically base him off the Magneto, where he, in his good guy form, he has the red suit with the blue cape and the red helmet with the magnetic powers. The more you know. This is loud, I can tell. I'm gonna turn this down a little. Sorry if it took so long, and I don't know if you can hear me. So Cinderblock brings Plasmus to Slade. Hey, I gotta admit, my editing's not the best. I really liked this round. Could have probably been a little smaller. But then, you know, I'm starting, I'm learning, I'll figure out how to get things done in the future. And then Magneto receives Juggernaut via Mystique. Into the Terrible Trio versus the Mandarin. Ra's al Ghul. Is it Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul? I think it's actually Ra's al Ghul. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But Ra's al Ghul powers the Terrible Trio to get rid of the Mandarin who has taken over one of his temples, which was being watched over by the Gas Gang. The Terrible Trio decide, if this guy is such a powerhouse, they'll be a powerhouse, and they use their animalistic forms to help take out the Mandarin. But will it be enough? If you have seen the round, you know it wasn't. Yeah, basically, I have like fun, interesting plans with the Mandarin for future. I won't say what, but you know, even if he died, he would still be important. Cause everybody can return in the comics. And in the movies. I mean, Agent Coulson died. But you know what? He's in a TV series now. After Avengers. He's still alive. Imagine that. Okay. I'm done being a nut. Not. But, you know, I'll tone it down. Food. So while making this fight, I actually realized that the Terrible Trio in Batman the Brave and the Bold have the Shadow Warriors. And I figured, you know what? Ra's al Ghul has his own army of Shadow Warriors. How about the Terrible Trio is borrowing them? They're borrowing the Terrible Trio is borrowing the Shadow Warriors from Ra's al Ghul to help take out the Mandarin. And then after knocking out some pressure points, that's what he did. Pressure points, that's why he sold him. He blows them into the water. And then with some Game of Thrones ending credit songs, bring us to discovering the alliances of the Injustice Syndicate. Superwoman and her maid men are sent to Batman the Brave and the Bold's Earth 3 to recruit the Crime Syndicate. No, the Crime Syndicate is getting the Injustice Syndicate in there. While the Justice Lords are found by Ultraman, and they form an alliance. Excuse me. I was thinking of putting those other two characters in this particular thing, but I decided I'll let that slide. But I will tell you, Power Ring got EBL and Johnny Quick got the other guy.
Destroyed.
So now we have Mystique versus Madame Rouge. Sinestro decides to take Madame Rouge and send her to take out Mystique. Mystique, on the other hand, is trying to get her son Nightwing to join her cause. However, when she reveals herself, Nightwing reveals who he really is, Madame Rouge. And the assassination attempt begins. I like how this fight ended up being a fan favorite. May not necessarily be one of my favorites, but my favorite's the last one. But I gotta admit, I do like how this fight turned out. The ending, like, the whole, like, Madame Rouge thing, talking to Slay it at the end, I guess more could have been done there, but I don't know. I guess I'll take this time to tell anyone else who hasn't been on the forums, this fight, or this entire round, took 2 tries to make. The first time, I lost everything. It was my fault, but I lost everything. So I did my best to recreate all the fights that I had, create the fights that I didn't make, and we got this. Yeah, this little thing at the end. If anything, I could have had something showing Miss Madame Rouge running away while Mystique reveals that she is still alive, hinting at Magneto.